Ladies and gentlemen, can Leeds United survive in the Premier League with Daniel Farke at the helm? That is the question everyone is talking about right now. Daniel Farke's future, what is going on with Leeds United, the dire performances we've seen over the last 4 or 5 games with Leeds United, or maybe the whole season. We need to talk about it. I'm not 100% sure what this video is going to be about, but I need to talk to you guys, have a little rant, have a little talk. So let's do it together, shall we? All right, guys, what is going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. Do smash that like button. Let's go for 200 likes before this video begins. Subscribe if you are new as well, and get your comments in. Everything that you're thinking about right now in regards to Leeds United. I don't know about you, but I'm in this horrible sort of thing where all I think about is Leeds, and all I'm thinking about is Daniel Farke the right man? I know a lot of people are going to be saying, no, he's not, Ollie. What are you talking about? I'm thinking, is the squad good enough? Are we just having deja vu of the last time we were back in the Premier League? It's depressing. Can we not go back to winning championship games? It does feel terrible. But, of course, the question on everyone's lips is, Daniel Farke. Of course, it's just should he be here? Should he not? I made a video less than a week ago talking about Daniel Farke and saying, yeah, listen, I'm backing him right now. I think, he's the right man for the job. Come a week later, it was an embarrassing display against Nottingham Forest, and I'm on the other side of the coin, really. If another manager's ready to come in and take Daniel Farke's place, maybe, then I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be against it. I don't know if you're like me watching this, where you're kind of like, you don't know what you want. I'm in that boat. I am in that boat completely. And I said in the video a week ago of the Daniel Farke debate, I said, listen, give it a few games and I might completely be, the other side of the coin. And it's taken less than a week and I'm already like, what is going on? I'm watching Leeds. And that whole point of that video last week was, I don't think the players are not playing under Daniel Farke. What I saw against Forest was just not good enough. From, again, what I put on my social media, _Hollywood_ on Twitter, I said, we need to be pointing the fingers at fan favourites as well. It's not every time we lose a game, it's Farke and Brendan Aronson's fault and Jack Harrison's fault. It's not always them, because Brendan Aronson has been one of our better players the last 3-4 games. Let's be serious. Harrison, yes, he was terrible when he came on at the weekend, and Farke, obviously question marks there. You have to look at the midfield against Forest. I've said this multiple times. Ethan Ampadu, Sean Longstaff, Anton Stack look like absolute Sunday League players on the weekend, and I don't care if you disagree with me or not. Joe Rodon had a terrible game. I thought Jayden Bogle, the last 4 or 5 games, Jayden Bogle's been a bit suspect. Jakob Biol, there's question marks over him. Is he even as good as Pascal? Similarly with Lucas Perry. Do we want Carl Darlow back? There's so many questions regarding Leeds United right now. I don't know. And do I think sacking Daniel Farke is a thing we need to do? Maybe. More likely, most probably, to get this team kicking again. And you saw what happened to Nottingham Forest and also West Ham. They're starting to look better now, but they've got the squad quality. I still think when you sack Daniel Farke, if they sack Daniel Farke, I still don't think we've got the squad quality to stay in the division. I think right now, if you ask me to do a relegation, the 3 going down, I'm looking at Wolves, I'm looking at Leeds, and I'm looking at Burnley. I really am. I never thought, West Ham and Forest would be right down there. Wolves could, get in Rob Edwards, spend big in January, and they could get out of it. There's a world where I can see Leeds United finishing 20th. And the 49ers reacting too late in Daniel Farke and not investing in January and, regretting not spending or not getting the players the likes of Sunderland did in the summer. I remember sitting here in the summer doing the transfer videos, and I was looking at Sunderland jealous. And then some fans were telling me, look, don't worry about him. He's going to come in and do nothing for Sunderland. They've got this never say die attitude. They've got this, they've come to the Premier League and said, we are Sunderland. Yeah, we're Sunderland. We're going to, it's not going to be easy for Arsenal to play us. It's not going to be easy for Liverpool to play us. Leeds, I thought at the start of the season, came in with a bit of a big club mentality, a bit like, Everton, we're here to stay now. Yeah, Newcastle, we'll get a point there and stuff like this. But ever since, what game was it? Maybe after the Tottenham game or the Bournemouth game? I think we actually played all right in the Tottenham game. But since then, was that the last international break? The game before the last international break? We've looked like an absolute Sunday League side. I know we beat West Ham. We've got, we've lost 4 in our last 5. We've gone for this team that was going a bit under the radar of staying up because how well Sunderland were doing. Us and Burnley were looking like a team that were like, wow, yeah, they're still doing all right despite how well Sunderland are doing, going under the radar. To now we just look like relegation fodder. We really, really do. We can't score goals. we just look so. We just look. I don't know. When I'm watching us, there is that no identity. There is that Daniel Farke's been questioned about, and there is no identity in his system. You know, this whole chucking on 3 strikers or 3 attackers when things go wrong. My team does that on a Sunday. Do you know what I mean? That's what happens when you're trying to chase a goal. And it's that tactically inept sort of word that comes out about Daniel Farke again, which is completely understandable. And I hate the fact that I don't think Daniel Farke is a bad bloke. I don't think he's done anything. You know, I think he's done well to get us in the Premier League. And there was question marks over should he be the man in the Premier League in the summer. And now we're in November, and we're already talking about Daniel Farke going, which was always going to be question marks, wasn't there? There was always going to be, and I was so for standing by Daniel Farke in the summer, standing for him. You know, when there was, I've had little flutters of I think Daniel Farke should leave, and now I don't. The thing is, it's so annoying because you need to take sort of the emotion out of football. I think Daniel Farke is a decent bloke, but also I don't think he's the right man right now. Maybe that's where I'm sitting at. But will the 49ers do anything about it? And what I hate as a Leeds fan is we're back here again. We're trying to do everything on the cheap. We're trying to do everything based on history. Leeds United are a big club. We can't go back down. We will if we don't sort things out. I do think Daniel Farke maybe right now isn't the right man, and the squad isn't good enough. I don't care what anyone says. We are biased to our players. But how many of our players get into, I don't know, a West Ham side, a Nottingham Forest side? I don't think many do. And that's what people need to realise. Yes, Farke is at fault, and we could have a manager bounce as soon as if someone comes in. But I don't know if the 49ers are going to get rid of Farke. And that's the problem we're at right now. I don't know. I just watched Leeds on the weekend, and I was just so like, I'm tired of this. Every time we come up to the Premier League in recent years, it's just everything on the cheap. Everything just, let's try and ride our luck to survive. And it makes me, you know, wish back to them. I don't want to sound like a nostalgia merchant, but the Bielsa days, they were fun. And right now, it's just maybe I don't know. I really don't know what the 49ers are going to do. I think if Farke was going to go, he would have gone yesterday. I think that's the case. And what I'm hearing is they're just going to back him. They're just going to keep going. And you got to look at any manager coming into these next sort of 7 games. How many points are they going to get? Whatever manager. When you got Man City in there, Liverpool, Chelsea, Villa. You know, it's looking like a Crystal Palace in there as well. It's looking like a tough old run for any manager, for any squad. But this Leeds United squad, that it is downbeat right now. It is looking at it like Jack Harrison at left back, and you know, the front line not good enough, the midfield not good enough, the defense questionable. It's worrying. It's really worrying, and I hate getting my hopes up with Leeds United to just get slammed back down, and that's where I think we are right now. I hate being deflated. I hate being negative towards the team and Farke and everything. But something's got to change, and something's got to change fast. And if they do back Farke, I don't know where we go. I really don't know where we go. Do we just continue on this realm of going down? Oh, my God, I hate talking about it. But, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I don't really know what this video is, but, yeah, it's just a little talk, a little rant, a little discussion. Can Leeds United survive with Daniel Farke in the Premier League? I don't know if they can. I don't know what Leeds are going to do. But, guys, get your comments in. Get your 2 pence in. Let me know your comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. And, yeah, smash that like button on your way out. I hope something changes over the international break. I really, really do. But we'll see. We'll see, won't we? I've been Ollie Ward. You guys have been excellent. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheery. Oh.